Hi, Laura.
Hi, Tom.
I beat you to it this time.
Have I usually been the one beating you to it?
You usually say hi, Tom, first, yeah. I figured I'd spice it up today.
Yeah, you're right. That was really spicy.
Yeah.
And I mean British people spicy.
Thanks.
So, you want to talk about Empower? It's the last novel in the Violet Eden saga, so that's got to count for something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm ready for it to finally be over.
You don't want to listen to our angsty teenage girl whine about Lincoln?
No, I've had enough of that.
You've had enough. You've had 4 books worth. Ready to have one more?
I was actually done with her whining about it book one.
Really?
So, you know.
Yeah, but then she bonded with her soulmate and got tortured to death.
Yeah, that was pretty rough, wasn't it?
That was pretty rough.
I have no idea what they're going to be doing this book other than
Mm-hmm.
something with Violet's blood question mark. Because
Yes,
like they kind of resolved all of the like plot strings that they had going on.
indeed.
Like they got back the various
They got the
scriptures.
scripture back. Actually, they
Um,
never really say what happened to the exile scripture, but they got the Grigori one back at the very least.
the exile one doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, just
Why?
bringing exiles back from hell, whatever.
Yeah, why would you need that?
I just to bring Lilith back, I guess, but Lilith's not in hell anymore. She went up to the angel realm.
Yeah, they imprisoned her there
Yep,
somehow? Question mark.
angels can do stuff.
Yeah. I guess that means Violet's mom's in heaven finally.
No, Violet's mom became human.
Oh, that's right. She did become human, didn't
So
she?
she and Violet's dad get to live out the rest of their lives together, which is nice.
Yeah, I don't understand how Violet's dad can just like immediately jump right back onto that.
Apparently, Violet's dad is a lifer, and
Well, yeah, but like at a certain point, you grow into a different person than when you knew that person.
yeah, but Violet's dad was also extremely emotionally repressed
Ah, yeah,
for the
that's
past
true.
17 years.
I guess he hasn't had much character development.
No, in the past 17 years, he's
No.
kind of been a shell of a person since she died, and now she's back and he's like, oh yeah, I exist.
I wonder how the secretary feels about all this.
I don't know, she got broken up with and then her boss quit, so,
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah, that is
She'll
pretty
move on.
awkward.
She's probably more emotionally mature than Violet's dad.
Do you think that he was like, I have to quit and break up with you. My dead wife is back?
Well, he probably didn't say that, but I mean, he did quit to travel the world with Evelyn.
Do they have enough money to do that?
All the Grigori are just loaded. You know how much stocks can increase if you've lived for 180 years?
I mean, I guess, but you still have to do like wise investments. You can't just like put it on something that just dies in 5 years, you know?
Well, I don't know. According to Futurama, Fry got like $1 million from his one bank account.
Yeah, that's just because he had interest
Hmm.
piling up for over 1,000 years.
That's true. 100
Which
years is nothing on 1,000 years.
which by the way, they did the math for that. They did proper math for the interest on that. I
Very
checked.
good.
Yeah, it was interesting.
All right, so you ready to jump into Empower?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Very good. So, chapter 1 starts with Violet in London. She is hunting. She finds a group of 6 exiles. Violet has very good mental guards now. They're
Hmm.
top notch.
Yep.
They can't even sense her. So she
Wow.
totally gets to sneak up on them. So Violet has been working with rogues, doing jobs hunting exiles for pay. So she is a rogue now, and it has been 2 years since last book.
Oh yeah, that's right. She just like
She left.
yeah, she just dipped.
Yeah, she brought Lincoln's soul back and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "Don't tell him I'm alive."
Well, I mean, he knows she's alive, but
Well, I guess he kind of has to, but don't tell him where I am.
yes, exactly.
But of all places, London?
That's where she ended up.
I mean, we did just joke about British food.
I know, right? She has to eat that now.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Violet has trauma from the last book.
Really?
Yeah, well, being tortured to death, when since she did sign up to be tortured to death, dying at the end of that is kind of better in some ways than having to live with the reality of having been tortured to death.
Yeah.
That's kind of a rough thing to have to come to grips with.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also her soul is like shattered and she's in extreme pain constantly.
Yeah.
And she has just like at will depression because of Phoenix's powers.
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
that?
She has neo depression.
Yeah, she can literally just turn off her emotions to
Mm.
prevent her from, you know, dying a sad, soulful death.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so she's in extreme physical pain, has self inflicted depression, and is beating up some exiles.
Okay.
So some of them she takes out with her dagger, some of them she takes out with a pipe that has some of her fancy mercury blood on it after she drops the dagger. So in order to return the exiles with the dagger, you have to get a kill shot on them, like cutting their neck or stabbing them in the heart. But if any part of the exile is cut with something that has her blood on it, even like a little scratch, they are returned.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
angel blood does that, I guess.
Yes, well, Violet's blood does that.
She has angel blood though.
Yes, but I don't think like the blood of the angels. Actually, I mean, I guess we never we never tried that, the blood of an actual angel.
Also, they literally said in the last book, you need angelic blood to make this thing. It's the only thing that actually matters for it.
No, it was angelic essence,
Is that different?
presumably.
Why?
Well, remember, Violet has normal blood, and then she has the fancy veins, which is like the essence,
That's angel blood.
the fancy mercury. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Like,
Sure. So yes, angel blood, like touching exiles, will return them.
okay.
Okay. So speaking of which, Violet being in constant physical pain, we just mentioned that, very cool. So things like cracked ribs from fighting don't even tickle her.
That's bad.
Oh well, I mean,
You know, you kind of feel pain for a reason.
Oh,
We evolved that way for a
well, yeah,
reason.
maybe Violet, maybe you should think about your soul pain.
Yeah.
So she finishes fighting, and then she hallucinates some sort of angel war for a couple of seconds.
Oh.
There's like a dragon.
There's a dragon?
Yeah.
Dragons are real in this?
In the angel world, I guess.
That's wild.
Not in the real world. Well, the human realm. The human world. But then she comes out of it and she sees Gray, a rogue that she sometimes works with. And he was in Santorini. Gray was her first introduction to rogues. So,
Okay.
all right, so they do that and they go to the second job of the night, which is being backup for the London Academy. So she and Gray and a couple others are like backing up the London Academy on their job.
Okay.
So we head into this building, and it's some sort of exile fight club. We have the dark and light exiles, they're back to their rivalry. So remember in the first 4 books they were working together? That's not the case anymore. They hate each other again.
All right.
So this is literally Exile Fight Club, where the Dark Angels and the Light Angels are just fighting each other.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
Oh yeah, well, and in the meanwhile we're like, well, I don't know, let's just leave them to it. They're just killing each other. But there's a group of humans captured that the winner gets to kill as a reward.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so we have to, go kill them and save those humans.
Hmm.
So Violet's feeling a little uneasy because they are seriously outnumbered. Like, maybe they brought like 10 Grigori and there's like 100 exiles. Like, it's bad. So she and the other rogues start stealth killing some exiles. But you remember that exile who took Violet's blood last book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's back. We see him. Okay, so
I have a question for you
Yeah, what's
before
up?
you continue real quick.
What's up?
Violet can make the purple mist that paralyzes all the exiles.
Uh-huh.
Why doesn't she just do that? Into the
So
room of 100 exiles and they're all paralyzed and now you can just go one by one.
she's never held that many exiles before.
Okay.
At most she's done like 5 held at once.
Okay.
So she's never tried doing that.
Okay.
And
So
she doesn't
then
know if she could.
So then she would be really good at stealth killing them 5 at a time.
Sure.
Because what are they going to do? Scream?
Oh yeah, they're stealth killing them. They're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, like, if they're paralyzed, they can't.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Also, her mist doesn't work on every single exile. Like, it didn't work on Lilith last book, it didn't work on Phoenix, and it didn't work on this creepy exile. So the more powerful ones it doesn't work on.
Okay.
Alright, so before we move on, we're going to recap the past 2 years. So, 2 years ago, Violet left.
Hmm.
Right. She traveled with her parents for a little bit to Evelyn's various safe houses. They moved often because Lincoln was tracking them, trying to catch up because he was like, Violet, why are you running away from me? Please come back. But, they keep moving
Hmm.
because Violet does not want to see him. So Mom, again, human now, and Dad, very happy. But eventually, after a little bit, Violet left Mom and Dad because she's like, I have to go out on my own. So,
I mean, she is an adult now, pretty much.
yes, yeah.
Or-
But she stopped moving with them and, they settled down somewhere, whatever. Violet kept moving around, avoiding Lincoln.
Hmm.
As a rogue for the past 2 years, she's done work for Josephine once or twice. Do you remember Josephine?
No.
The vice of the assembly.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's like in charge of the government, but she's the vice because she likes to get her hands dirty.
Yeah, and she was also like kind of a little corrupt. She was like,
She's not corrupt, she's just very brutal,
yeah,
and she thinks her way is the highway.
yeah, that's
Well, it's not corrupt. Corrupt is like doing bad things for personal gain. Josephine is all about killing exiles, but she's very set in her ways.
okay.
Yeah. All right, so for 1 year, Violet moved around a lot because Lincoln was always close behind. But then for the past year, she's been living in London with a group of rogue friends, including Gray, and they sometimes do jobs together.
Okay.
Okay. I guess the tournament ended. Like, they saw that exile and then they wrapped it up. They killed all the exiles or they ran away or whatever.
There's no, they don't explain that at all.
Well, we saw him and then he left, so we're just kind of shook. We didn't get to like confront him.
Okay, but they didn't talk about finishing out the.
Yeah, we finished the fight. Sorry, we did that.
Okay.
We finished the fight. We finished the turn. They're called tournaments, these fights.
Yeah.
Exile Fight Club. Yeah. All right, so we're out drinking with our friends. We're discussing the next job, which is hunting down an exile posing as a priest who is killing his congregations.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Anyway, also, Gray and Violet pretend to be in a relationship so the other guys don't hassle Violet. So, she's so emotionally stunted, she cannot handle being hassled by men, which is unfortunate for her.
That is.
Also, just being hassled, that's rough as a woman.
Yeah.
So she and Gray pretend to be in a relationship.
Mhm.
Anyway, that evening, Violet runs on the treadmill to wind down a lot. She also barely sleeps. She is not in a good place.
Yeah, I can tell.
So she runs on her treadmill for like 2 hours, and then she gets like 1 hour of sleep.
Yikes.
Yeah. I think it was said in the novel she had to replace the unlimited warranty on her tread like twice already. They're like, what are you doing to this thing? It's like, sorry, I run on it like 2 hours a night.
Every day.
Yeah. So when she goes to sleep, she dreams of Lincoln saying, I miss you, and then wakes up to a visit from Phoenix. Remember what happened to Phoenix last book?
Yeah, he's a real angel now.
Yes, he achieved redemption.
And he's one of her two angel makers.
That's right, he gave her the essence.
Yeah.
So Phoenix tells her that the dream of Lincoln was real, and that Violet is unconsciously using the sight when she's like half asleep
Okay.
to like travel to Lincoln, and he's like, I miss you. And she's like, ah, that's annoying. So we talk about Phoenix for a bit. Phoenix is saying, I might be an angel, but I will always be fathered by man, damned to never be enough of anything. So, again, Phoenix, he's not an angel, he's not a human, he's not an exile. He's just stuck somewhere in the middle, which is kind of rough for him. But, he's like settled where he is. He's like, well, that kind of sucks, but I promise not to turn evil again, so, you know.
I feel like Phoenix just needs to give it time. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, maybe he could learn to be a better angel.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah. But now we're talking about Violet. Phoenix is like, Violet, you are destroying yourself. Because she still turns off her emotions literally all the time. Phoenix says Violet's choices has left herself emotionally ruined and physically tormented. So that's rough. He's like, maybe you're not supposed to be in pain constantly. Ever thought about, maybe giving Lincoln a chance? Yeah, Violet's not having it.
Yeah.
So Phoenix warns Violet that change is coming. He's like, well, this can't go forever. Speaking of which, knock knock. Onyx is at the door.
Onyx, how did you find her?
It's our best boy! He got her address from Steph. So it must
Okay.
be an emergency, because Steph is the only one who knows her address.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't give it to someone unless, yeah.
Yeah.
The emergency is Spence. So he and his partner are missing.
Oh.
That's bad. And he left a letter for Violet with Steph. So the letter says that Spence saw the exile take Violet's blood 2 years ago.
Mhm.
So, he witnessed that exchange. So for the past 2 years, he's been tracking him down and trying to figure that out. And he found him, and turns out he's in charge of the new exile tournaments.
Okay.
So he's kind of the shenanigans leader here. And he sent the letter because he had a feeling he was in too deep and he needed Violet's help. And he sent this letter, again, right before Spence went missing. His partner, Chloe, did turn up in New York City.
Okay.
So Spence is missing, but Chloe turned up. And she's also asking for Violet.
Okay.
So it's like, oof.
Did Chloe elaborate on what happened?
She is, in and out of consciousness. She is pretty injured.
Okay.
So Violet is like, yeah, I'll come back to New York City to help find Spence. and she brings Gray.
But she just saw the guy in London,
That's true, but he might not be there anymore. He might have, taken a plane.
I
He could be
guess.
anywhere. All right, so it turns out we are on Josephine's plane. That's weird. Why'd Josephine send a plane for us? Anyway, when Violet left, she only kept in contact with Steph.
Hang on. You're not gonna elaborate on that comment at all?
Nope.
Just,
I mean,
that's
well,
weird.
she's taken a couple jobs from Josephine before. Basically, it just means it's an academy plane,
Hmm.
assembly plane. It's a Grigori plane.
Is she even really a rogue if she's not, or if she's still doing jobs for the Academy effectively?
Well, the idea is that if you're in the academy, you're like part of their structure and you follow all their rules, which Violet does not do.
Okay.
She like picks and chooses what to do.
Okay, and Josephine's just like, I need something done. Go
Yeah,
do it.
so it's more of like if Josephine doesn't have any Grigori in the area, she'll be like, "Hey Violet, can you check that out?
Okay.
I'll pay you."
Gotcha.
Yeah. So again, when Violet left, she only kept in contact with Steph, and Lincoln apparently badgered Steph enough for Sal to have to step in. Because he was like, "Oh my god, tell me where my wife is. Tell me." And she's like, "I'm literally not going to." And Sal was like, "Please leave my wife alone."
Yeah.
Oh, fiance, actually. Sal and Steph are engaged.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Alright, so once in the past 2 years, Violet met up with Steph, Spence, and Chloe. So
Okay.
they've kept in slight contact. And it turns out Gray is the one who helped Violet get really amazing mental defenses. So that's her mental defenses are like peak now.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Good for her.
Alright, so we're on the plane. Violet dreams of the Angel War again.
Uh-oh.
Yep. But we wake up and Violet and Onyx are chatting. Onyx says he gained clarity upon becoming human, and he feels like in the first time in his eternity of a life, he has a family. Which is so cute! Also, God, angels, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was Violet. I think she, like, apologized for making him human, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "No, honestly, like, yeah, that kind of sucked, but, like, I love my life now. I have a cool boyfriend, and.
Yeah.
So,
All
all
right.
right. So we're in New York. Violet is in denial about being able to avoid Lincoln. She
But you're
definitely
not in
cannot.
Egypt.
What?
Said, but you're not in Egypt.
What are you talking about?
In denial.
Oh my god. No, we're in New York, Tom.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. Violet brought Gray as backup and also for help managing guards against Lincoln. Because again, she's trying to avoid him. She's definitely not going to be able to.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So we meet up with Josephine real quick. Violet and Josephine have a power standoff. If they were men, we saying that they were having a testosterone fueled standoff, but instead they are women. So
It could still be testosterone fueled.
that's true. Women have testosterone,
Yeah.
so they have one of those. But they agree to be like neutral. Violet can help with the search and not follow Josephine's rules, but like kind of exist peacefully. But Lincoln is currently leading the search. So that's going to be awkward.
That is
Violet's
awkward.
like, take him off it. And Josephine's like, he's the best. Don't you want the best for your friend? And Violet's like, ugh, how dare you have logic? So, Violet goes to listen in on Lincoln's strategy meeting. There's one happening currently.
Is she like wearing a cloak and hood and
She
like hiding
is,
in
that's
the back?
right.
Of course she is.
So, we're in here. She is not handling being in the same room as Lincoln well.
Soul pain.
Oh yeah, she's like in soul pain. She can like barely pay attention to what's happening. But turns out Steph is there and she's being a good contributor, which is pretty neat because she's human.
Wow.
Hmm. And it seems like Lincoln is a good leader, but he's harsh and cold. You know?
I wonder why. Could it perhaps be because his soul shattered and then was brought back?
And then his girlfriend left.
Yeah, and then literally his soulmate
Oh yeah.
left?
Yeah.
It's a mystery. I can't figure it out.
So, even though Violet came in a hood, when the meeting is ending and Lincoln is on the way out, he grabs her arm and whispers, "Of course I knew you were here, you idiot. Stay away from me."
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He tells her to stay away from him?
Yeah, he's like, "Don't interfere. Like,
Lincoln,
I have people I have to protect."
Lincoln, you have been literally hunting this woman.
Yeah, and now she showed up and he's mad at her.
Uh,
He's very distant right now.
this,
He's
this,
also mad at Josephine for bringing her in.
I think he might be bipolar.
He, there is a reason he is being standoffish.
Oh, is it because he wants to protect her?
No, he thinks she and Gray are dating.
Oh, even worse then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, remember, so this is revealed later. I don't care. I'll tell you now. She and Gray are pretending to be in a relationship to get the other rogues off her back. Well,
Uh-huh.
turns out Lincoln saw that, so he thinks she and Gray are in a relationship. So, you know.
Lincoln.
So he's like, oh, I guess I'll leave her alone. Anyway, Sal speaks perfect English now, so that's cool.
That is cool.
Good for Sal. Okay, so Violet is left alone with Steph. Violet is completely falling apart. Everything hurts, etc. Steph tells her Lincoln is probably also off somewhere hyperventilating.
Because of course he is.
Of course he is. They're both hyperventilating.
I mean, all right. Let's be so for real. Lincoln's doing the nice guy thing.
He's being a catch me.
Yeah, he kind of is. He's like, ugh, you don't want me. You must be a.
A bad lady.
Yeah, I was gonna say curse words,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah. But Steph tells us that Onyx and Dapper own the Grigori only club now. So that's cool. They moved here too.
All right.
So we go there. Dapper has offered Violet a place to stay
Very kind
at
of
his
him.
club. I guess it has bedrooms too. You know, some apartments.
I mean, if they're owning that club and still owning the other club,
Yeah.
then you kind of have to have some form of
Hmm.
place to stay there.
Yeah. But Dapper is so happy to see Violet. It's really cute. And he and Onyx are a cute, happy gay couple.
All right.
All right, so it turns out Griffin gave his seat of power in the academy to Steph, which is why Steph has power in New York City.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Griff is like back in their hometown, and Steph is like standing in and, you know, being the boss lady. And Josephine didn't like it but had to accept it. Because Josephine doesn't really like humans that much.
Oh,
She's all about
wow.
protecting them from the exiles, but she doesn't really like to interact with them.
Hmm.
Yeah, Josephine just gets better and better.
She really doesn't.
All right, so the next day we go to see Chloe. She's in the infirmary, and we pass by Nyla's room. Nyla is still alive and not kicking.
That's
Oh yeah, that's the lady who had
soul
her
bonded.
soul shattered when her
Yeah.
partner died.
Okay.
Yep. So Violet makes a note to visit her again later.
All right.
All right, so we learn a little bit about Chloe. So she was in a convent, and she accepted being Grigori pretty easily because she had had a run-in with exiles previously. Onyx specifically because he had attacked her church before becoming human. But, you know, she and Onyx have since reconciled, I guess.
I guess
I mean, you know, she could beat him up now because he's human, so, you know.
that's true.
Her skill is perfect recall, so she can relive memories, or even, like, other people's memories if she's touching them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Violet is like, do not ever touch me. There's some things that should not be relived.
Thanks, Violet.
You know, like being tortured to death.
Thank you.
All right, so Violet heals Chloe until she's conscious because she had a brain injury.
Hmm.
And Chloe can tell them more info. So Chloe says that Spence says it's a trap, but she can confirm he is still alive. She can vaguely sense him somewhere in the southern U.S. So she says that she and Spence had been tracking the tournaments when they got kidnapped by some exiles and humans that were working together.
Exiles and humans.
Yes.
Okay.
So they escaped after a couple days, and that's where they separated. Chloe managed to get on a plane to New York, and Spence is still kidnapped, I guess. It's also kind of weird because, like, Chloe got knocked out, but they found her, so.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
some like
They
some
mu-
some airports will like get you onto that plane. Like I read a story about someone who did way too many drugs
Mhm.
before going to the airport because they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna be anxious."
Uh-huh.
But, you know, some people are stupid and
Yeah.
they just do way too much.
Uh-huh.
And they got to the like check-in counter and like basically passed out because
Okay.
they were so high. And they were like, "Yeah, you know, I had these few lucid moments where I was like being pushed through by some of the workers at the airport in a wheelchair through security, like up to my gate, onto the plane, and taken off of the plane, like all of that stuff.
That is wild.
While, absolutely blasted out of their skull.
This might be a little different because yes, Chloe did arrive, but like maybe they might have sent her there to relay this information because Spence did say it's a trap. So,
Oh yeah, true.
yeah.
He wants more of that angel blood,
He does indeed. By the
Whoever
way,
this
that
guy is.
his name is Samael. Ooh.
Samael.
Samael.
Samiam.
IL.
Does he want green eggs and ham?
I don't think so. He wants Violet's blood and
He
death.
wants silver blood.
He wants silver blood and guts,
Yeah.
not green eggs and ham. All right, so there's another meeting today with Lincoln. This guy has meetings every single day, apparently. Maybe he needs to run them more efficiently.
Yeah,
All right.
clearly.
So we learn that there is a group of humans here arranging a tournament. So Lincoln is like, we should storm the place. Violet steps up and says, that's a bad idea. Maybe we should be sneaky about it. So Violet and Lincoln power trip because they have differing ideas, and Violet's like, I'm the leader, and Violet's like, I don't care, I'm a rogue.
You just said Violet twice.
Okay, Lincoln said, I'm the leader, and Violet said, I'm a rogue, so I don't care.
You know what?
Did I do it better that time?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
better
thank
that
you.
time. I feel like this is just them having a lover's quarrel.
Well, yeah, but it's in front of everyone else.
Yeah, which makes it worse.
Yeah. Violet said that Spence sent a message for her, so clearly Spence wants her in control. And they're not letting it go, Violet and Lincoln. So Josephine says, well, to challenge leadership, they have to fight in front of the assembly. They have to physically fight.
They're gonna end up making out.
If only.
Yeah.
So Lincoln is looking smug because he's a really good fighter. Violet is annoyed he is underestimating her. So, on the way to the fight, we're doing this, I guess.
All right.
We check in with Gray. He is assembling some rogues to back us up here because, like, some weird stuff is going down. So Gray and Lincoln also bristle a bit, which is weird since they got on fine when in Santorini. They are bristling because Lincoln thinks Gray is dating Violet. We don't actually know that yet, but that's what Lincoln thinks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it turns out Lincoln has specifically been avoiding London. So, like, he's known Violet was there and stayed away. Which is weird because for the first year, he was incessantly chasing her.
Yeah, he found her there and saw her.
Yeah. I just spoiled this whole thing, man. They're whole dramatic.
Yeah.
It's because their dramatics are boring. Anyway.
I wonder why. God, I despise liar reveal plots.
Well,
Especially when I know
it's not
this
a
isn't.
liar. It's a misunderstanding.
Yeah, I feel like that still makes it worse though.
Yeah.
Cause like, oh, you don't trust the person when they tell you the thing, and now it's like, ugh. It's just such like artificial drama. You know what I mean?
I'm sure to Violet and Lincoln it feels like very real drama.
I'm sure it does, but it's so artificial.
All right, well.
It's literally a nothing sandwich.
At least you get the bread.
I guess.
Some people like bread.
Some people do. I'd at least want some butter on there, though.
Okay. Well, on our way to the fight, we learned that the oldest Grigori pair, remember them? They're on the ruling body.
Yeah.
They're, like, ancient. They are petitioning for release.
Oh, so they want to die.
They want to die. They've been Grigori for so long, they're like, screw this.
I mean, people always talk about the whole conundrum of being immortal.
Yeah.
Because it is a curse.
Yeah.
Objectively.
I mean, they could be, like, we don't really have a sense of it, but they could be, like, 1,500 years old.
Yeah.
Like, they could be doing this for a long time.
Everyone who they ever loved, minus the other Grigori that are that old, which there aren't any.
Yeah, have been dead for, like, 1,000 years.
Yeah.
At least. So.
Which is awful.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're getting ready to fight, and Gray's like, hey, Violet, you're gonna have to fight dirty, because you're faster than Lincoln, but he is stronger, and again, one of their best fighters. So, you need to use the element of surprise. And then
Grab his dick and twist it.
Gray kisses her.
Oh, Gray.
And Violet's like, I'm so pissed at you, but I recognize that that'll help me win against Lincoln. But that was not okay.
Yeah, Gray, what the...
Well, he's helping her win.
What the heck?
Yeah. You know, it's a morally gray action to take.
Oh, That's you said the name. You said it. You did the thing.
All right, so rules. First person to a kill position / a kill shot wins. So
Okay.
quick and dirty. So Lincoln is indeed impressed and surprised by Violet's speed, but he's adjusting. But Violet takes him down quick enough. Kill shot. Woo! Violet wins. So, whew, that was a lot of physical contact with Lincoln. Breathe it off, honey. You'll be okay. She's like,
Having a panic attack over there.
yeah, basically. But Lincoln is like, hey, you cheated. You used your powers. And Violet's like, what? By the way, you're not allowed to use your special power in these fights, just like your physical fighting strength.
What does he mean?
Well, he thinks that the rogue mental guards are special powers that you shouldn't be able to use. So, like, her defenses, her mental defenses.
That's not.
Well, Lincoln's apparently convincing enough, because Josephine's like, all right, round 2. And Violet
Let's hang on. Let's back up for a second. Lincoln, that is the most like I can't lose to a girl.
sore loser.
Yeah.
Well, Violet is like, yikes, I cannot put my guards down. My stupid shattered soul is held together by those guards.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad idea. So Violet is really pissed at Lincoln, but she thinks he doesn't know how important her guards are for her existence.
Mm-hmm.
So she starts to lower them. She gets to like 20% and literally cannot proceed any further. Too much pain. So Lincoln gets a pretty easy kill shot.
Yeah, because
Yeah. So Lincoln is like, put him back up.
Lincoln's like, you have to be handicapped for me to fight you.
And then maybe Lincoln is confused why Violet just screamed in agony. He's like, huh?
Yeah.
But anyway, they both won a round, so Josephine is like, I guess it's a tie. You have to co-lead. Neither of them are happy about it.
Oh, cry me a river.
But they agree to let Violet and Gray into the building for 1 hour to scope things out, and if they don't find anything, they'll do Lincoln's storming in plan tomorrow.
Okay.
Also, Lincoln seems to think Violet and Gray are partners. Like in the Grigori sense. Or maybe in the romantic sense.
Maybe both.
Well, we're not allowed to do both.
I don't know.
Alright, so, we're not doing that yet. We have a little downtime. And Violet checks in on some of the kids she rescued from Lilith.
Oh, that's
Remember,
nice.
there's like 70 orphans now.
Can I posit a theory that I just came up with?
Yeah?
I think that Gray is a double agent
Ooh, for who?
for the Fight Club guy.
For Samael.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so those kids are being raised here at the academy because, well, they're all orphans.
Yeah.
So, it's nice. They get a head start on all their physical training and stuff.
You know, starting physical training too early is kind of like bad for your growth.
Well, yeah, but kids love sports. You know, they're not like being crazy.
As long as they're not weightlifting, it's fine.
Yeah.
Primary cardio.
All right, so that night is the sneak mission. Lincoln insists they are wearing earpieces.
Okay.
Violet and Lincoln power trip a little bit again, whatever. But as Gray and Violet leave, he's like, you gotta figure that out. You guys are crazy. And Violet's like, he hates me. He has every right to. And Lincoln's like, I don't hate you. Because they forgot they were wearing earpieces.
Mm-hmm.
Teehee. Okay, so Violet scopes out the building with the sight. There are 20 humans in there and a dark zone. So just something Violet can't sense through. And Lincoln's like, dangerous, come out. Violet's like, no, chill.
Lincoln, all of this is dangerous. What do you mean?
We are Grigori.
Ugh.
Yes.
I wonder if they have like a metal that they can't see through.
Yeah, titanium, remember?
Oh, it's titanium.
Yeah.
This is just like aluminum in the Cosmere.
Yeah.
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 I saw a funny post that was like me when my lord sends me to fight a shard bearer, and it was just a dude completely covered in aluminum foil.
Maybe titanium like reflects Grigori daggers too. Maybe it'd actually be pretty good armor.
Titanium already is pretty good armor.
You're right, that stuff is pretty hard.
Yeah. It's just a little heavy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of titanium and being on track, Violet and Gray corner 2 of those humans who are in this building working with Samael in the tournaments. And they seem to have been expecting them, which is bad news. And they also seem aware of their actions, which is weird, because usually humans who are under an exile's thrall are like sleepwalking, kind of.
Uh-huh.
And these humans, like, they say they work for Samael and the tournaments are profitable because they live stream them.
Yeah, that sounds real.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Samael has promised us like deliverance or whatever." So like they're totally in on it.
All right. Well, did you
Wild.
speaking of, do you know that there was like a French guy who was basically there was a whole group of French streamers who basically just like abused a French guy
That sucks.
that was another streamer to death. Like he died on stream.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
Did
So
they like
so
get arrested?
I think they actually did not.
Jeez.
They got arrested, but they got put on trial, and I don't think anything's come of it yet.
Wow. You know, some content should not exist,
Yeah, agreed.
such as these exile tournaments.
Yeah, and that very abusive situation.
Yeah. So these humans tell Violet to, in order to save Spence, because remember Spence is the bait, this is a trap, to meet in New Orleans in 1 week. So, and then the two humans kill themselves so they don't get taken in. Because again, Samael promised them deliverance.
All right.
Yep,
Delivered straight to hell.
probably.
One-way ticket.
Yep. So we get in a fight with a couple exiles. Lincoln flies in to protect Violet, pissing her off, but we get away.
Lincoln needs to chill,
He does,
as always.
as always. So Violet debriefs with Josephine. She also explains the whole being in constant agony thing. And
Okay.
Josephine is like, why is it better to be in constant agony than to, like, make out with your soulmate?
Really, though. Honestly, that's what I said last book.
So Violet says that having Lincoln alive somewhere in the world and her being in constant agony is better than being with Lincoln because he will get himself killed again for Violet because he is always going to be a martyr. Because
That
that's kind of
is-
what happened last book, is that like they had a plan and then he was just like, Lamau, I'll just get myself killed and Violet will survive, no problem.
Okay, let's back up for a second, though.
Yeah,
That is when the stakes were way higher
yeah, but
than
Violet's
they ever
like,
will be ever again.
you don't know that.
But I kind of do, though.
Violet does not have that confidence. She says Lincoln will literally get himself killed to protect me. And I can't live with that.
Ugh.
So, alright, so that night we go out to Ascension, the bar, with our friends. Lincoln is there in the corner, but we're ignoring him.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dapper tells us that New Orleans is a very weird, very dangerous city. But we'll worry about that later because it's salsa night.
That's true in real life, too.
Yeah, well.
Both very weird and dangerous, and also it's salsa night.
Well, turns out Violet has been dragging Gray to salsa lessons for months. So she's learned to salsa.
Why has she been doing that?
Well, she wanted to learn to salsa, and she saved him during a hunt, and he agreed to dance in exchange for her silence about it, because it was like he had embarrassingly flopped a hunt.
I see.
Yes, so they know how to salsa. So they dance.
Lincoln's fuming in the corner.
Oh, yeah, Lincoln is like, mine. So Lincoln butts in and is like, no, no, no.
Of course he does.
Yeah, so Lincoln says there's a dance ode from prom. You remember
Okay.
that?
Okay, Lincoln, do you know how to salsa?
Yes, he does.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So Lincoln says he was like his mom's dance partner for many years.
Okay.
So he knows how to salsa. So they dance, and it's a bad idea, but it's so hot for Violet.
Yeah.
And the pain lessens a little bit. Aw, Lincoln's like, oh, there you are. But, yeah, this is where we find out Lincoln thinks Violet and Gray are dating, as if Violet were emotionally available enough.
Yeah.
But Violet's like, no, I'm not dating him. But whatever. So Violet heads off with Steph. We're chatting about the wedding. Violet asks if Steph is afraid of the age gap thing. Because they are the same age now, but
They won't be.
well, I mean, they will be, but, you know, Sal will stay forever young.
Yeah.
But Steph says you gotta have faith in love. You never know. So,
That's something Violet clearly does not have.
oh, Violet does not have faith in love.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a theme of the novel.
Whoa.
Alright, so later that night, still this one night, lots going down, Violet is chatting with Dapper about Lincoln now. So Violet thought that Lincoln moved on after he stopped chasing her a year ago, like once she settled down in London. But it turns out Lincoln was at this club drinking himself to an early grave for a literal month before Spence dragged him out and back into shape. So
Oh.
he was not doing well. He was drinking himself every single day, just also not doing well.
Lincoln, I think, is my least favorite love interest of any novel like this.
Really?
He is so problematic.
Yeah.
Like, he does not trust Violet at all, period.
Crashes through her boundaries constantly.
Crashes through her boundaries constantly. The moment that he loses any faith in like their bond, crashes out.
Crashes out, starts drinking.
Hardcore. Like he's just not a good person.
Yeah. Yeah, Lincoln definitely has his flaws.
He also always goes to the extremes.
Yep, that's true. Good point.
Like
The whole just sacrificing himself, martyring himself thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. So, next visit, Violet has a queue of visitors, a queue of conversations to have.
as you do.
Is from her angels. So we have her angel maker, the original one. We have Phoenix, Yuri, and Nox. The whole gang is here. And they have turned up to tell us that New Orleans is very dangerous. Huh.
Hey guys, we already got that memo.
Well, no, they're here reinforcing the memo, so
Okay.
this is not a good place.
Can you elaborate at all?
Nope. And Samael's up to some weird crap.
Great.
Yeah, the
Why?
angels seem to have restrictions on what they can say. Phoenix is looking very frustrated.
That is so dumb though.
Yeah.
Like, why tell them that it's dangerous and not give them any sort of just nothing beyond that?
I mean, you can tell them it's dangerous, and so they can prepare and not go in totally blind.
Okay, how do you prepare for something that's dangerous where you don't know what's dangerous about it?
I don't know. You can be on edge. Well.
All right, like for example, someone goes to a tropical island that happens to have a volcano on it.
Okay.
They don't know that volcanoes can explode.
Okay.
What about being on edge helps you in that scenario?
Oh.
If it explodes.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you could run faster from the lava.
Lava moves very slow already.
Uh-huh.
It's the falling rocks and stuff like that, and the fact that you are on an island that you might not have a very easy method of getting off of.
Good point.
You know, like if you had known that the volcano can explode, maybe you'd just have a boat ready at the docks.
Indeed.
And be set.
Truly.
Like that.
Truly.
But
anyway, the angels don't tell her to bring a boat.
These books frustrate me.
Well, we gotta get plot from somewhere.
I guess.
So, speaking of the angels, they also think Violet should get back with Lincoln.
I'm shocked.
Strength of humanity is love.
Yeah.
So apparently angels are limited in what they can say, as I said, but Phoenix tells her to investigate, meaning what Steph should investigate, the weighing of the souls.
Oh.
Alright, so that's over. Next visitor, Lincoln.
Alright.
So Lincoln is like, okay, so you're not dating Gray? I saw you in London leaving a pub with him, huh? So Violet explains the fake dating situation.
Uh-huh.
And Lincoln is like, wait, I let you go because I thought you'd moved on, that I was ruined because I couldn't do the same. But if you could, then I really had no right to stand in your way. This is a quote, by the way, because it's so Lincoln. But you're not fixed at all, are you? We're still us in all the terrible ways and none of the good. Which is so true.
Yeah.
So Lincoln is like, wait, we can still be good. So he kisses her. And she's like, oh my god, get off.
Yeah, Lincoln, read the room.
So Violet's like, we can't be together because you keep martyring yourself. And Lincoln is like, I died for you. And Violet's
Lincoln,
like,
that's
the problem.
Oh my god. I hate this man.
Yeah. So Violet asks Lincoln to explain what the soul-shattering pain felt like to him.
Okay.
So they talk about that, and Violet's like, the cold? And he was like, yep, the cold. But he says the pain was gone after Violet got his soul back. And she's really relieved about that he's not in constant agony.
I think it would be obvious if he was.
Well,
considering Violet's level, where if she even drops her defenses down to 20%, she screams in agony.
Well, that's also kind of weird because most people don't know she's in constant agony because Lincoln only has just now realized she is in shattered soul pain agony right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy guacamole, that's bad.
Really?
Yeah, Violet is like, you mock my shields, but without them, I'd be as insane as an exile.
Yeah.
So they're arguing. Violet is like, Lincoln, you would run into a fire to save me when I'm the one holding a bucket of water. And Lincoln's like, it's because I love you.
Lincoln, that's not...
Yeah. And Violet's like, it's not enough for you to die for me and leave me again. I need you to live. So, yeah. So Lincoln says goodnight for now, but also that he will never give up on her or leave her again. So,
Lincoln, here's another red flag. Does not take no for an answer.
Does not take no for an answer. All right. So, next morning. That was a long day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think from the moment she arrived in New York City to then, that was one day.
Oh, ew.
That was a long day.
She did all of that after a flight.
Well, no, I guess it must have been 2 days, because she did, like, spend one night with Dapper, and then it was, like, the next morning.
Okay.
But yeah, most of that was one day.
Because I was going to say, after a flight, I am done.
Yeah. All right, so we have a powwow with our friends the next morning about soul weighing. So we see it in every culture. It's the judgment after death.
Yeah.
Like Cerberus eating your soul or whatever.
Or the
scales.
The scales with the feather versus the heart.
Yeah. So Phoenix gave us a clue about this. We're not sure why. So Lincoln comes in. He's being very flirty with Violet. She is so over it. And Steph tells Violet that you're scared to be happy. Violet saved everyone except herself from Lilith, which, fair.
Mm.
Steph says that 100 or 200 years of happiness with Lincoln is worth it, even if something bad happens after 200 years, instead of being sad that entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being in constant agony is constant agony.
Yeah. So, Violet's still not convinced, though. So anyway, we go to Nyla's room, because we made a note to go see Nyla, and we brought Raynor. Raynor is the one who trained Violet to, for her assessment, and she is Nyla's twin sister. Okay. So Violet explains her soul. So she explains how her soul, like, half shattered and all that, and that's why she, like, kind of exists but is in constant agony, right? So she thinks that she could get Nyla's soul back because she felt a similar presence between Nyla and Raynor. I guess in this world, twins are born of the same soul.
Okay.
So, when Violet went to retrieve Lincoln's soul, because there's like millions of souls, you have to be able to call to the one specifically you want. She thinks Raynor would be able to call to Nyla's soul.
Yeah, but how is...
Well, Violet could bring her up there.
Oh, okay.
So Violet could cross realms with Raynor. But Violet warns her that Nyla could come back and be like Lincoln and be fine, or she could come back like Violet, all messed up. And Raynor's like, nah, let's do it.
Alright. I mean, worst comes to worst, just, like, let her choose to be done with life.
Yeah, and that's basically what Raynor says. Like, she has the right to choose.
Yeah.
So Violet brings Raynor into the Between Realms space.
Limbo.
Yep. And Phoenix is there to meet them. We have a tense moment, because it was kind of Phoenix's fault that Rudyard died and Nyla ended up this way.
Kind of?
Well, yeah. It was his fault. But Violet stands up for Phoenix. She's like, I'm partly to blame too. I'm the one who made Phoenix crazy. Yeah.
No, she's not.
Well,
she really isn't.
Yeah, Violet doesn't really understand blame.
Yeah, clearly.
But anyway, we do the thing. Phoenix, he's not happy in the angel realm necessarily, but where else can he go? We're hammering it a lot that Phoenix is just an unhappy boy everywhere.
Yeah.
He also says that the Angel Maker won't be happy about this, the soul thing.
Yeah.
I think it's, like, risky. But he's like, whatever, have at it. All right.
I mean, as long as Violet's fine at the end. Who
well,
cares?
Well. So, Violet, they're doing the thing. Raynor is looking for Nyla's soul. And Violet is getting attacked by the lost souls.
Okay.
They're like, because, she represents life, and all the lost souls are like, life, hello? Mine?
Gimme.
So that goes on for a little bit, and then Raynor finds Nyla's soul. Great! But Violet has been beat up too much and is actually too weak to cross back.
Uh-oh.
Somehow we make it back, but Violet passes out. We don't know yet how. But we wake up in the infirmary.
Thanks, Phoenix. That's my guess.
Yeah, so Lincoln healed her. She was like half dead and has been unconscious for like 20 hours. Violet is kind of mad Lincoln healed her.
She probably needed that sleep.
Well, yeah, really. And Nyla's back. She has brain activity again.
Oh, that's good.
She's still unconscious, but Griffin is on the way, so we expect her to wake up in a few days. Remember, it took Lincoln a couple days to wake up. Lincoln is annoyed that Violet does dangerous things without telling anyone. Is Violet a hypocrite? Yeah, maybe. She keeps doing dangerous things that could get herself killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, Violet, yeah.
This is an everyone sucks here situation.
Violet really represents the energy of, I can make fun of my brother, but you can't. If anyone dares make fun of my family, I'm gonna beat them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she represents that energy. And Phoenix is here. Phoenix exiled to bring Violet back to Earth.
Oh, would you look at that? I was right.
Yes. So Phoenix could not push her back as an angel, but he was like, whatever. I'll bring her back myself.
It's like I already exiled once.
So Phoenix isn't too shook up about it. He's like, I wasn't that happy as an angel. As an exile, at least I have more options. So,
Can't they just send him back though?
no, he exiled now. He only received redemption once.
Oh, okay.
He can't just like flip flop back and forth between the two.
I thought that when you kill an exile, instead of turning it human, it goes back to the angel realm. Isn't that the case?
No, they go to hell.
Oh,
I
they
think.
just go to hell?
Yeah, I think they go to hell.
I thought the whole time that they went to the angel realm again. Thought that was the very first thing you told me about the first book.
I think they go to hell. Because why else would Lilith be in hell?
I don't know.
And it was
She's
kind of
literally
a,
not.
Well, it was kind of a special thing that Violet specifically brought Lilith back to the angel realm for them to keep her locked up.
Yeah.
So, I think if exiles get returned, I guess it's not returning to the angel realm, they go to hell.
Alright.
I think. Anyway.
It's literally called getting returned, though.
Yeah, well. Anyway, Lincoln and Phoenix have sort of fixed their issues because Phoenix is invited to the next meeting and now he can share all of his angel secrets.
Okay.
So that's
yeah.
convenient.
That is convenient.
Yeah. During the meeting, some of the Grigori are angry that a rogue, Violet, is leading the mission, so she has 6 challengers for leadership that she beats up.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Then the ancient Grigori pair come in, and Violet's like, oh god, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But they don't challenge. They just warn Violet that physically she cannot beat Samael. He has been fighting without heart longer than Violet. Ouch.
Alright.
That's a dig.
Yeah. But she deserves that.
Yeah. They also say that Samael's ancient enemy is Michael. So he's no joke.
Oh, so isn't that
Michael is like
the angel, the soul angel maker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Samael was apparently the angel of death of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
So Samael he is an exile of the soul. So he's very powerful.
Okay.
Like even Lilith and Phoenix aren't of the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to New Orleans.
All right.
Yep. We're gonna go track down Spence, but we also Grigori worldwide are gonna be mobilized to come help if needed because this is like serious. There's like a lot going down.
Yeah.
All right. So we do some chats, whatever. It seems like Lincoln has kind of been existing in Violet's shadow here because of their history.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for him, but whatever. We learn a little bit more history of Samael from Dapper. He apparently exiled only because he knew a way to cross realms, and he wanted a physical fight with the angels. So when you're in exile, you can force a physical fight with the angels because they have to manifest physically in that like between realm.
Okay.
So that fight is what Violet has been dreaming of, this angel war, when Samael forced a physical war to try to kill Michael.
So that was the past.
Yes.
Okay.
But Samael lost that war. Michael beat him and stripped his powers to cross realms. So ever since then, Samael has been here on Earth, not able to cross realms anymore.
Okay.
More mythology. Apparently Samael created New Orleans. He rose the land from the sea and like created the voodoo religion, which is like, kind of a death-themed religion. Makes sense.
Mm.
So New Orleans is like, it's his land. That's why this place is so dangerous.
Mm.
And Samael was also of the light. He was a light angel. He's a light exile. But he and Lilith had like a past working relationship, even though he was Lilith was dark.
Okay.
So, he's willing to look past that difference.
So there were 2 light soul and 1 dark soul.
So it seems that we know of. There could be more, I suppose.
That's weird. It's an imbalance.
Maybe there's another that we just haven't met.
Maybe.
All right, so we're on the plane to New Orleans. We have a Phoenix narrating chapter. Guess what? He's still obsessed with Violet.
I'm shocked.
We're
I'm so shocked.
Yeah. Violet is apparently the only one who ever understood Phoenix and his only true desire. Phoenix, you need to grow up.
He does. He's had over 1,000 years to do so.
Yeah,
and
really.
Didn't.
We don't know how old Phoenix is. Like, you seriously chill.
It's definitely older than 1,000.
Yeah. Like, Lilith is theoretically around 2000, or, well,
No, it'd be
no.
older than that.
Yeah, older, because that's just the whole Jesus thing. Isn't like 6,000? Isn't that it according to the Bible?
I don't know, man.
I feel like it's 6,000.
I think it might be 3,000. I don't know
3,000?
creationist myth though.
Okay. Well, they're as old as the creationist myth. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
And in all of that time, in those thousands of years, Violet is the first person that Phoenix loves. Man's very picky, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
So anyway, he and Violet are chatting. Violet admits that Samael took her blood. Phoenix already knew this, but Phoenix thinks that he has been using the blood for nefarious purposes.
Uh-huh.
So Violet tells him about the most recent Angel War dream with Michael, Samael, and the dragon. It seems like Samael is there in her dreams, like maybe like dreamscaping them or whatever, trying to freak her out. Also, recap on Violet's pain. Phoenix can feel a shadow of it because he gave her essence, and apparently it is beyond anything humanly or angelically bearable. So that's neat.
Well, I mean, yeah.
What's being tortured to death against an eternity of suffering?
That's also a form of torture.
Alright, we're in New Orleans. We're back to Violet. There's a lot of exiles, a really freaky vibe. Sal says that the land is like covered in lies, and Zoe says the trees don't want to be there. Yeah, this is a weird place.
That is a weird place.
Also, there's only light exiles here. We better keep Phoenix hidden. I mean, it is Samael City and he's light, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, Gray mobilizes the rogue army because of how freaky this place is.
Alright.
Alright.
I guess Gray can just do that.
Yeah. Well, apparently the rogues, they have like there's like a group of them. It's not like a government, but, you know, they keep in touch. It's kind of like the pirate code from Pirates of the Caribbean, I bet.
Okay.
So they can, like, agree, like, if something really bad is going down, they can be called in to help.
Alright.
Alright, so we arrive at a Grigori safe house in New Orleans, which is understaffed and overwhelmed. Exiles basically rule this city. So we powwow with them. They challenge Violet on her leadership because she's so young, blah, blah, blah.
Typical.
Typical. But she explains that she is of the soul. So.
And then beats them up.
Yeah, basically. Maybe Lincoln and Violet are repairing their relationship a little bit. She can sense him through their partner and soulmate bonds, and they're not quite as standoffish now.
Okay.
So after dinner, Lincoln brings Violet to a jazz club. Girl, if you don't want to get swooned, you shouldn't have followed him to a jazz club.
That's very true.
It's very romantic there.
Yeah.
Violet asks Lincoln if he still dreads her, but he says he long ago stopped trying to deny their love. He only dreads not being with her. And they kiss a little, but Violet pulls back. Literally yesterday he kissed you and you were like, get off of me.
Yeah.
But now she's like, well, I guess literally every single person in my life is telling me to get with him. We'll consider.
Uh-huh. I still don't like him.
Yeah. Well, we leave the jazz club, we wander the city a bit. Lincoln is telling Violet about the history of the city, which is nice. And then Violet senses 6 exiles. So she holds them with her misty power, and Lincoln does away with them. And then,
so now she can hold 6.
yeah, she can hold 6.
So
And
earlier
then
it was
6
5.
more drop down. Really quick.
Do it again.
Too fast for her. Like, we're immediately fighting.
Oh, okay.
So Lincoln has 2 of them, Violet has 4 of them, just based on where they landed. So Lincoln has his gone, and Violet has 3 of her gone, but the last one is a tank, broke her hand, and then pulled out a gun.
Alright.
Which is wild, because again, we usually don't use guns.
Alright.
So Lincoln is like, oh my god, Lincoln's gonna jump in front of me and get shot.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, this exile's like stroking his own ego, and he's like, you know, villain monologuing, and while prepping to kill Violet, he's like, haha, I'm the best, I'm the one who's gonna kill her.
Bro,
So,
you're using a gun.
oh yeah,
Literally a child could do that.
oh yeah.
Like.
But Violet's like, trust me, Lincoln, because she's like, again, if Lincoln jumps in front of him, he will get shot so dead. But Violet sneakily gets a little bit of her blood onto the exile, so, you know, he's gone.
Alright.
And Lincoln didn't jump in. Whoa.
He actually listened
He
to
listened.
her for once?
He listened to her.
That's a first.
Yeah, really. Oh, she also gets a little bit shot in the shoulder.
I'm sure she's fine.
She'll be fine. Also, Lincoln accepts, they get back to the house, and Lincoln accepts that Violet wants to heal herself and not have his help. Whoa. He's changing.
Who replaced Lincoln? This is literally an overnight change.
Well, yeah, well, maybe, it's been 2 days, so maybe, there was that day Violet was unconscious. Maybe he had a lot of time to reflect during that. Well, maybe in the past day, everyone's telling Violet she needs to get Lincoln, and maybe in the past day, everyone's telling Lincoln he needs to chill out and listen to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, woohoo! Good job, guys.
All right.
All right, so Phoenix is pissed because he's like, "What? You're supposed to protect her, not bring her back in pieces." And Lincoln is like, "She's already in pieces. We did that to her, remember?" Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys really did.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Steph is here. She arrived. That's cool.
Hi, Steph.
And Violet and Steph chat. Violet is like, "I could have died." And Lincoln managed not to throw himself in front of me. And Steph is like, "He loves you. He is entitled to love you. That is his choice to love you."
Hmm.
And Violet's like, "Huh." Steph says that Violet is all about saving the world and like the big moments and being tortured to death, but love is about the small stuff. So Violet reflects on the small stuff. She's like, "What does the small stuff mean to me?"
Okay.
And she immediately imagines Lincoln's warehouse and him cooking for her. It's really cute.
That's cute.
So Violet's like, "Oh crap. I'm broken and he loves me anyway. And I love him enough to let him love me back. And I love him enough to
Whoa.
let him fix me."
Whoa.
Whoa! So she goes and tells him that. And Lincoln's like, "I won't go back again. This is a commitment, bigger than marriage. Are you ready to marry me?" And Violet's like, "Yeah, I guess."
Girl, you're 19.
Literally. So they promise to never leave each other again, etc. They both forgive each other, because,
Uh-huh.
the past 2 years were kind of rough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they do that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. When Violet has to lower her shields to let Lincoln in to, fix her soul. Because
Hmm.
right now she has her soul in a glass jar of her mental shields, and Lincoln can't actually fix her soul unless she gets rid of the shields.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a funny visual of her screaming in pain while I guess he gets to it.
Yeah, that's not very funny, actually.
It's,
That would be very disconcerting,
yeah.
actually.
But extenuating circumstances, I guess.
I guess.
But it worked. They're bonded again. They're sharing powers, and Violet isn't in pain anymore. What a relief.
That's good.
All right, next morning. Both Lincoln and Violet are like, "Hey, sorry about the past 2 years. That kind of sucked. But we're back." And Violet's like, "Should we keep this quiet?" And Lincoln is like, "No shot. Everyone knows. One, you were literally screaming. Two, the most powerful Grigori ever completely dropped their shields last night. I had to set up extra security from all the exiles."
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone knows. Lincoln is like, "Once you were ready, I wasn't going to wait another second to fix you."
Yeah.
So. Alright, so Violet goes to chat with Phoenix. She's like, "Sorry about that." Violet asks Phoenix what he wants to do. He says, "Belong."
Phoenix, I.
We're really harping it on this Phoenix thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so Phoenix also helps Violet realize that Samael wants to force another physical battle with Michael in the Between Realm space.
Whoa,
That's
really?
probably why he took her blood, whatever. He's probably using her blood to be able to get back up there.
Mm.
So Violet tells the group she saw through an exile glamour last night, and they have a steamboat. And we also think that Samael wants to destroy New Orleans. And that'd be bad, because a lot of people live here.
Uh-huh.
And the reason Phoenix gave us the Weigher of the Souls hint is because Samael wants to kill Michael, because he is the Weigher of the Souls. And
Oh.
Sam wants to take over.
Oh.
Yeah, our boy Sam. Alright, so we're staking out this exile boat. We're waiting. A helicopter comes and lands. We have Spence! They bring Spence out! Woohoo!
All right.
He's not moving, though. That's bad.
Yeah, that's
Chloe
not good.
says he's alive. So we board the boat. The exiles and the humans are ready to fight. Lincoln guards Violet while she uses the sight. She senses Spence up there with Samael. So anyway, she also holds all the exiles so our friends can kill them. We're taking over this boat.
All right.
So we confront Samael. Spence is awake but not present. So his body is there but his mind is not there.
Mm-hmm.
So Samael monologues about making a better world. Based on fear? World already is based on fear. Are people good because they hope for heaven or because they fear hell? Who knows? So Samael gives them Spence's body and says Violet is going to meet him tomorrow at midnight if she wants to get his mind back.
What, does he just have it in a jar? Like.
Apparently. So Samael wants Violet to cross realms with him to go destroy the angels. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we call up Josephine and the others to update. Violet finally spills all of her powers and soul status to everyone, and explains how Samael wants to use her blood to kill Michael once they have crossed realms. Violet's special mercury blood can kill both exiles and angels in physical form.
Okay.
Josephine is like, maybe you shouldn't go up there because you're the one who can cross realms, and maybe you shouldn't, bring him over there.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do that because Samael took Violet's blood, so he could probably use that to cross himself over. So Violet really should go up there to help defend the angels and to save Spence's mind.
Okay. Back up for a second.
Uh-huh.
If that were true, if he could do it by himself with her blood, why hasn't he already?
I think he wants to show off.
Okay. He's showing off now. Just do it.
Well, he's waiting for Violet.
Uh,
Or,
these people
no,
are-
oh, I remember. He needs more of her blood.
Okay.
He needs more of her blood, that's it.
So he can just stab her a bunch and be fine. Be ready.
Maybe.
So why wouldn't he do that?
They're doing it at a special time tomorrow night for a ritual
Okay.
to get up there.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lincoln is like, I'm coming with you. And Violet's like, okay, whatever. Phoenix also is like, hey guys, there's a hurricane on the way. There are so many light exiles in the city, and with the tournaments, Samael is going to have the dark exiles called in. So, like, there's a mass of dark exiles on their way, and there's just going to be fighting everywhere. So, even if Michael wins against Samael, the angels will probably destroy the city anyway to get rid of all those exiles. So, this is a doomed city.
Is there an actual hurricane coming as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah,
Okay.
the angels are, like, making a hurricane to destroy the city.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because there are thousands of exiles in this city.
Okay.
So they're like, well,
Is this implying that natural disasters happen in places where exiles congregate?
I don't think necessarily all the time. I think angels can just add an extra one if they want.
How kind of them.
Yeah. So, that's bad. Alright, so we're preparing for war, considering the amount of exiles that are going to be there is going to be in the thousands.
Uh-huh.
So, all the rogues are mobilizing, the Academy Grigori are mobilizing. We're going. Phoenix will be leading the fight against the hurricane with all the nature wielders.
Okay.
Violet crosses realms to try to talk to the angels to convince them not to destroy the city, but no one answers.
Of course. Why would they?
Why would they? Next morning, Lincoln and Violet share many a sexy time that night.
Okay.
Very important.
I mean, if they think they're gonna die.
Yeah. So, the next morning, the city is being split between light and dark exiles. Steph says there was a previous hurricane that could have destroyed the city, but it seems like the angels drew it away. So if we can convince the angels not to destroy the city, they probably can prevent it, but we have to figure out how to convince them not to destroy the city.
Just kill a bunch of exiles.
Kill a bunch of exiles. So, in order to prep for that, Violet is dribbling some blood onto normal daggers for others to use against exiles.
Alright.
Extra weapon. Alright, so in total, nearly 2,000 Grigori have arrived, including the aged pair and Griffin.
Alright.
He says Nyla is awake, and she said to tell Violet that the bond is worth it, and thank you for, awakening her.
Alright.
So, she's like, yeah, even though my soulmate died, I mean, it was worth having 400 years with him.
Yeah.
So.
I think Violet's already come to that conclusion.
Yes, good job, Violet.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lincoln's plan to save the city. The glamour users are going to be led by the conductors to keep the humans away. The frontline fighters are going to be led by that ancient pair. Rogues are led by Gray. Telekinetics are going to help minimize damage. They're going to be led by Josephine and Griffin. And they'll either be fighting or aiding the nature users, who are going to be led by Phoenix to try to keep the hurricane at bay.
Okay.
Pretty good plan. Alright, Gray is adorable. He's like, I've been honored to serve you, Violet. My service is eternally yours. Gray recognizes a good leader when he sees one. He's like, hey, Violet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Dapper is also here to help with healing for the rogues, since a lot of them don't have partners.
And Dapper can just do that.
Yeah, he can heal
Yeah.
human-like beings.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. Alright, so there are thousands of light and dark exiles here as well. So, this is a full-on battle.
War.
War. So, Gray's team helps get Lincoln and Violet into that building that they need to meet Samael on.
Alright.
There's a lot of blood and there's fighting going on. But we're on this building. So Samael has Violet fill another chalice with blood. Great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So Violet,
Why would you do that?
Well, to get Spence's mind back.
Okay, I
So
guess.
he releases his mind. So that's good. Spence is good now. Violet bleeds into the chalice. Samael adds a couple of drops of his own blood. And then one teeny tiny ritual later, Samael is gone. Oh, by the way, only now has Violet realized who her angel maker is. Michael.
Yeah,
Good
just
job,
now.
Violet. Good job. Anyway, we better follow Sam. So, we are in the Between Realms space.
Okay.
Michael and Lucifer stand in front of an angelic army facing Samael, who is challenging Michael. So, Violet drops Lincoln's hand and he is able to stay, so that's good. She doesn't need to be holding on to him.
Mm-hmm.
Violet goes to confront Samael. Lincoln has to make his own sacrifice to not interfere. Wow, good job, Lincoln. To just watch while his girlfriend risks her life.
Yeah.
So, Violet, again, because this is like imagination land, she imagines herself a katana. So she has a sword now. And she's like, if you challenge my maker, you challenge me. So if you want to fight him, you have to fight me first.
All right.
So Samael is pissed, but the angel maker is like, what if you can't beat her? I don't see why you have the right to challenge me. So it's like, ugh, fine. So Samael and Violet sword fight for a bit. They both get some hits in. Violet gets her leg cut, she cuts him a bit, but he is winning.
Okay.
And he stabs her through the stomach, and that's like, uh-oh.
Why are they not fighting dirty? Why did Lincoln not just like run him through the back while he was distracted?
Because we are fighting honorably.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. That's just what we're doing.
That's dumb.
But Lincoln is like, heck no, get up, Violet. You will not give up. So Samael whirls Violet around to kill her dramatically. He has her grabbed by the hair. And as he goes to cut her throat, she drops her head so that he cuts her hair instead.
Okay.
And then she whirls around and stabs him and beats him.
All right.
So she kind of, in his like little flourish to kill her, she gets the edge on him and beats him. But she's still stabbed and bleeding though, which is a little awkward.
Mm-hmm. Just make out with Lincoln a little bit.
Yeah, just make out.
Fine.
So Violet and Yuri explain to Lincoln that Violet is so strong because she has Lincoln. So humans are made stronger by love. That's why they had to be soulmates, and Lincoln had to wait 9 years for Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whole thing. But Michael is still like, yeah, we're gonna destroy the city and all those exiles still. We can't pass up this opportunity.
What?
And Violet's like, wait, no. Also, you would kill all of their Grigori who are here.
Yeah. Are you dumb?
Yeah. So Violet apparently has a plan, and the Angel Maker is like, well, if you succeed, we won't do it. So,
okay.
Go have fun. Try away. Alright, so before Lincoln and Violet go back, Michael is like, aren't you going to ask about God? If it exists? And Violet's like, nah, I got my man, I'm good. So this book does not deign to answer that question.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Alright, so Lincoln heals Violet a bit, and we're off. It's a full-blown war zone. Lincoln is leading the way into the thick of the exiles, picking them off. We pass by Gray's team, we see Spence and Chloe, we see the nature users being bullied by the hurricane. It seems like the exiles outnumber the Grigori 2-1, but we're making a good fight.
I mean, all the Grigori have to do is give him a little cut.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So Violet tells Phoenix to leave and get away, and Phoenix is like, this is my destiny, to fight this hurricane. So when Violet uses her sight and power to hold literally all of the exiles, all 4,000 of them, I guess.
So I was right. She could have just done that.
Yeah, but she didn't know that. She'd only held like 6 before.
She just didn't try.
She didn't try. So she's holding 4,000 now.
Uh-huh.
And instead of killing them all, she turns them all human.
Oh, okay.
Because she can't, like, single out Phoenix from that.
Yeah.
So.
I guess Phoenix is now a human.
Yeah. So Michael, as a lion, appears and seems pleased enough with this event, so the hurricane goes away. Woohoo, we did it!
Good job.
By the way, during the fight, the head of the academy died. There was some drama, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Josephine is the VP, but the president died, so.
Okay.
So Violet just used a ton of power, so she's unconscious for 2 weeks. Recovering.
All right.
She used literally all of her power.
After getting stabbed through the gut.
Yep.
So, yeah.
As soon as she wakes up, she's chatting with Lincoln, and Michael comes by, and he's like, hey, come with me. And Lincoln's like, she hasn't even been seen by a doctor yet. And Michael's like, do you fear she may suffer a medical emergency while under my care?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, so we go with him to the Between Realm.
All right.
And Yuri and Nox are there. Alright, so Michael offers to marry them, and he does that. Might
Lincoln
not be
and
legal by
Violet.
the government, but, you know, if a literal angel is marrying you, I don't know.
It's definitely better than a priest.
Yeah, right, it's like more official.
Yeah.
Michael gives them tattoo rings, so that's kind of fun. But Violet realizes that she shouldn't cross realms anymore because she is a threat to the angels, because she can harm them physically.
Yeah.
But she decides to leave this between realm space there for them to experience physical things without the need to exile. So, maybe less of them will exile now that they have this option. She based it off the senses, so like flowers, apple trees, birds flying, breeze. She made like a real Garden of Eden here.
Okay.
So, that's nice. Alright, we get back. Death count. A couple of Violet's rogue friends died, including Gray. Aww. Our
Rip.
friend Gray died. The ancient pair also died, so I guess they don't have to kill themselves now. So
They got what they wanted.
got what they wanted, pretty much. Went down fighting. Alright, so we go to the academy to figure out who's in charge now, since the head died. We see Griffin and Nyla. She is mourning Rudyard, but she's doing good.
Okay.
She's moving forward. In fact, Griffin and Nyla are planning to become partners.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's nice.
All right.
And also, everyone kneels to Violet in a show of service, choosing her to lead them. So Violet is elected as the new head of the assembly.
Does she just say no?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, like why would she made it pretty clear she doesn't want that.
Well, she does like a half and half. So she does accept the position because they all like showed their loyalty, and she's like, I can't reject that, like because they are all like putting themselves out there for me. So she gets to nominate the other 8 chairs, but she lets them all keep their chairs. In the ancient pair's seat, because they died, she nominates a couple rogues to take it, so Grigori are less divided now.
All right.
Which, well, maybe that'll work.
I think the whole reason that rogues left is because they didn't want to abide by all the rules.
Yeah. And I was like,
So
maybe
what-
that'll work, maybe not.
It definitely won't.
Yeah.
What,
Well,
what do you mean?
a good thought. She lets Josephine stay vice, but she's like, you're actually going to be vice now. You're not going to be running things from the side. She's like, I'll accept that. But instead of staying to rule, Violet temporarily abdicates to Griffin to lead until she is literally not a teenager anymore because she's still 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to go back home to their city and lead there while Griffin is in charge of things here, and then eventually she'll take back leadership.
Okay.
So that's nice. All right. So a few days later, we're getting ready for the wedding.
The
Remember,
actual
Steph's
wedding.
getting married.
Oh, Steph's wedding.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, Lincoln and Violet already got married.
I guess. They could still have like a ceremony.
That's true. We chat with Phoenix. So he's getting used to being human. He's like, wow, it's weird not to like leak emotions everywhere and not be able to feel everyone's emotions. But he actually like seems kind of pleased about it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's like looking forward to not being an oddball anymore and fitting in fully with humans and like getting to live. Which is probably like the best thing for him.
Isn't this what I suggested like
Yeah,
2 books ago?
You did, but Phoenix was too proud to like suggest this, but since it happened to him, he's like, yeah, I guess this is nice. We're happy for Phoenix.
I'm glad he's finally gotten there. Just
Yeah, it took him a while. But he's not planning to maintain contact with Violet, so they say goodbye.
good. He
Yeah,
should.
good. All right, it's wedding time. They do it in Central Park with a glamour.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, Zoe and Violet are bridesmaids. Lincoln and Spence are the groomsmen. Violet brought Steph's brother as a wedding gift. Apparently, he had freaked out when Steph told him the full truth, and they hadn't talked in a long time, but now he's ready to accept it, so, family. Lincoln also brought Violet's parents over, too, so yay. Mom is so proud, she calls Violet empowered and luminous. Title drop.
Wow.
Wow. Violet's so cool.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. Hold on, I have 4 bullet points left.
Okay.
It's nearly the end of the book.
Mhm.
Dad is like, hey, why weren't we invited to your wedding?
It's like, sorry, it was in another realm.
Sorry, Michael, wasn't accepting, guess.
Yeah.
But he's just joking. So, Lincoln and Violet, they're going back home to, where they were from originally. Steph, Spence, Chloe, Zoe, and Sal, they're coming back too. They're like, we want to stay together. We're all best friends. Dapper and Onyx are going to go back and forth between their bars. Onyx is also running a halfway house for all those new humans.
Oh, that's nice.
Since he's the only exile who's human who is stable.
And did it unwillingly as well.
Yeah, so he can help them, because remember, it did take Onyx a long time to, get his stuff together.
Yeah.
After becoming human, so.
And he kind of needed Dapper's help.
Yeah.
So.
It's a large change. And then at midnight, it's Violet's birthday. She's 20 now.
All right.
Lincoln got her a little necklace and a delayed acceptance into the next term of that fancy art course from 3 years ago.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
so cute. It starts next month. Oh my god.
She's like, I need to prepare.
She gets to do art again. It's so cute.
That is cute.
That's the end of the book. And the end of the series.
Yeah.
They got their happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be so for real with you?
Yeah.
The last book had higher. It felt like it had higher stakes, even though I know technically it didn't because there's a literal like the entirety of New Orleans could have been destroyed here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like bringing hell to Earth.
Well, that was just
Kinda-
Lilith, but they did Lilith was like the main villain for 4 books.
Yeah.
And then this book is like it did have higher stakes, but it was like a standalone almost in terms of the 5 novels.
Yeah, I still feel like they should have ended at the last book. They could have like wrapped it all up
Yeah.
with all that nice stuff right after
Yeah.
bringing Lincoln back.
Yeah, that's true, and not gone through the whole 2-year drama of needing to figure out why love is important.
Yeah. I
But
feel
they
like
did.
I feel like they could have done without this book.
Hmm.
I do like its ending though.
It was a nice wrap up.
Yeah.
So.
Good wrap up.
All right, we're gonna stop reading the mediocre YA series.
Thank goodness.
Do you understand why me as a 14-year-old was like, ugh?
Yeah.
Even if now, as a not 14-year-old, I may realize that Lincoln's a little toxic, Phoenix
A
is
little?
insane, and this whole series is obsessed with sex.
A little toxic?
Lincoln's a little toxic.
Okay.
You think he's more than a little toxic, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He's just a little controlling. But he learned, he grew. After all, like if we ended on the 4th book wrapping everything up nicely, it might not have seemed as realistic that these people were able to like grow and change enough to like not be in each other's way.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
So they needed those 2 years of separation to like learn how to be independent of each other
I guess, yeah.
and not just be in front of each other all the time.
Mm.
So I'm glad I got to share this with you, Tom.
I'm glad that you shared it with me too. Even though I didn't like it that much. But to be fair, I don't like a lot of YA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to read some books that are a little more exciting for you.
Yeah.
I have a mystery planned next.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Exciting.
Do you remember, I don't remember her name. Do you remember the book where death is the romance?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
We could read another one of those.
Oh.
I think they're gonna have Fate be a character.
Ooh.
Yeah, so.
Do you think it's gonna be a love triangle situation?
I hope not. God, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too.
I can't handle it.
All
Alright.
right.
Goodbye, Tom. I will see you on the other side.
Goodbye, Laura. Have a good night.
You too.